Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Praise. If you're seeing this pretty face for the very first time, thank you so much for stopping by. If you're a returning subscriber, I see you. Thank you so much. Kindly like this video, subscribe to this channel, guys. If you're someone who is coming into the UK, you definitely need this video to know the tricks and the tips on how to get yourself a new apartment, a new space. And if you're someone who is already in the UK, you definitely find this video very helpful. So without further ado, let's dive right into this video. Okay, so the first things first, if you're a student and you're coming into the UK, I advise that you go to your school, mix up with your countrymen, get to know the people here who are from your country, and let them know that you need a space, let them know that you need an accommodation, that you're looking for a house. And most times you definitely find someone who can offer you a shared apartment, somewhere you can start and somewhere you can stay for a short period of time. Okay, so while you're there, you get a job before you start looking for an accommodation. This is actually for those coming into the UK newly. I don't advise you to start paying for UK rents, expensive rents with your currency from home. I advise that you actually get the job first before you start looking for a house in the UK. So that being said, the steps to get a house in the UK: first things first, go online, check on Zoopla, Rightmove, or Your Move. These three sites will give you access to renting apartments in the UK. Once you get in a house that you need, write the numbers so down. You check out for these things when you're looking for an accommodation. Do you own a car? Do you own a pet? Do you smoke? Do you like garage? The kind of houses you want, is it like a small space? Do you want a small house? Do you want a big house? What kind of house are you looking out for? Do you need a shared apartment, or you just want to live in your own space? You want to live in the city, or you want to live in the countryside? These are the decisions you have to make. Do you want to live so close to school, or you don't mind the distance? These are the very major decisions to make before you go online and start searching. You need a furnished or unfurnished apartment. If you have kids, you have to check for schools around the environment, the hospital around the environment, and also you have to check the crime rates around this environment. This is very, very important. Get so many listings, write the numbers down, reach out to the contacts, reach out to the agent or the landlord, let them know that you need to see the house before you start going for viewings or even signing a tenancy agreement. Okay, so the next thing you have to do once you go for viewings, the job is almost done. If you decide the house you need and you're sure this is the house you want, if you decide this is the house you want, you make that known to the agent. If it's the agent that is showing you this house, you let them know that you like this house. You tell them how much you like the house. They will advise you to go online and put in your reference and details online, and the landlord will get back to you. Once you make that known to them, the landlord has to go through all the people who have seen the house and decide who will take the house. Usually the landlord has to choose who takes his house. You have to appear very responsible on your profile. This makes it very easy for you to get this house. And you stay, if you're a student or you have a job, all of those things will be asked in the profile before you submit it. Okay, but if you're lucky, if you're among the lucky ones that the landlord will be showing the house, you have the opportunity to tell the landlord how much you love this house. Start up a good conversation about the house, make inquiries, find out what it takes to run the house, find out who pays the council tax, find out if the electricity is post-paid or prepaid, find out how the environment works, how the house works, and how often the gas and the heating are serviced. Find out, ask questions, ask vivid questions about the environment, ask vivid questions about the house, and let the landlord know that you need the space. Find out how much deposit is to be made before the tenancy is completed. The deposit is the money, is the payment you make that is different from your rent and is given back to you when you're moving out of the space. if the house is still the way it was when it was rented to you. So you have to make this deposit, find out how much it is. Sometimes it's way more than sometimes is more than the rent, sometimes it's the same with the rent. So find out how much the deposit costs so that you know how much you're paying in total before you get the space. Find out if there's an additional bills in this house. If it's a shared apartment, find out how the bills are split. The shared apartments are usually easier because most of the information will not be asked. Most of those details is better to start from a shared apartment once you move to the UK, because those several details and information will not be asked. They won't pay so much attention to all of those things. And when you live there, you gather a lot of information that you need before you start moving, and you know the exact environment to move into. Ask questions like what notice period is needed before you move out of this place. Sometimes it's a month, sometimes it's 2 months. Find out. Ask questions. Find out who you should contact in case of any emergency. Emergencies can arise. There could be a gas leaking, there could be a light problem. Anything can happen. Find out who to call, find out who to reach when things go wrong in the house that you're moving into. Ask these questions because they are very, very important. When you have completed your viewings, you can go back, and if, just like I said, if it's the landlord who is showing you the house, you can let the landlord know how important this house is to you. Personalize it if you must, and let the landlord know how you need to move in ASAP. They need to know how soon you intend moving in. Let them know that you want to move in now. Like, let them know you want to move in ASAP. And going through the landlord will help cut off all of the tenancy procedures that will be done online. All you have to do is just, he will initiate the tenancy agreement. This is why I said the lucky ones who get to use the landlord. Renting a house in the UK is so different from what we used to know. It's so different from what you're familiar with. It's not about who you are or how much you make. Usually they have to go through a listing before they decide who stays in the house. Okay, so make sure you appear responsible when you're going for the viewing. Make sure you also appear responsible on your CV, and you speak politely to the landlord or the agent when you get there. Present yourself very responsibly, ask the right questions politely, and you will definitely get the house that you need. And even if you don't get it, go over to the next one. Remember, from the beginning of this video, I mentioned that you need to have a list of houses that you're looking. Before you sign the agreement, go online and check the crime rates in your neighborhood, so that you don't go into a place that is terrible for your kids or terrible for even you to move around. Not just because it's UK doesn't mean there are no crimes. Okay, so make sure you settle in a good environment. It can be cheap and still very good. It can be very expensive and still not good. So it doesn't really matter about the cost. What matters most is you get it all right. Ask these questions that I've mentioned to you. Is it allowed to smoke inside the house? You find out for yourself. Some houses have smoking area. You have to go there and smoke if you must, and some houses don't have it. You have to step outside and smoke. So definitely find out. Don't assume things. Ask questions. And when you're signing your agreement, go through your agreement properly. Don't be in a hurry to sign anything. Go through your agreement properly and sign diligently. Okay, guys, I'll be ending this video here. Remember to subscribe to this channel, remember to like this video, and if you have any question, I'll be in the comment section waiting to answer them. Thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.